yourself in transition or possibly in a phase of change? Well, the change is not the hard part, and today we explore what that means. Join me. Hey, happy day to you. Today we're going to talk about transitions and change. We all go through so much change all of the time. Today I want to emphasize a little about what an author, William Bridges, has researched in his many books on transition and change, where he identifies that, maybe simply but very importantly, it isn't the change, it is the transition. Again, it isn't the change, it is the transition that is the struggle in the transition in all of this. So let's get clear on what a transition is. First of all, transition is not a synonym to change. It's not synonymous with change. It's not the same thing, though commonly we use them interchangeably. But change is more the situational part of the story. Things like moving to a new country or a new home, or changing schools, or starting new relationships, or losing or getting a new job, or becoming a parent. These are situational, they are contextual, and you can see them. Transitions, on the other hand, they are an internal psychological process of accepting, getting clear about, and working through a change. It is the internalization of the process, the way you internalize the change. Bridges, in his book, also introduces a three-part or three-phase process that we all go through as we internalize and come to terms with the new situation, a new situation, or the change that has come or been brought to us. And while there's a lot to this process, in today's message, I want to emphasize how the internal awareness and process are so important, because if we do not work through the mental and emotional aspect of change, as you can imagine, the change happens, but the transition might not occur. In other words, even if everything changes on the outside, doesn't mean that anything meaningful really has changed on the inside or at all. One example might be that you can buy all the nice fancy clothes, you can buy that nice car or the big house, you can get that promotion or you can lose the weight, whatever external thing you think will bring you joy and happiness, or whatever you are looking for. But if you haven't changed on the inside and you haven't worked on finding happiness within, without those external factors that actually don't bring you lasting joy and contentment, those things are really just a facade. It's just on the surface, it's a facade and will not make you happy in the long run. That external change is situational. It is an event-based, it is an outcome. While transition is psychological, experience-based, and it is a process that tends to take more time than the change itself, or at least it can. Today, I just wanted to share this subtle difference of importance between change and transition with you to emphasize this defining role of the internal game, as it is very important, that awareness. This internalization requires intentionality and awareness of the things that we think and the relationships we have with ourselves. Transitions cannot be realized without it. That internal process is a large part of what I work with my clients on, so that they have the clarity, the tools, and a plan to get through life transitions. If you or someone you know is working through a transition and looking for any guidance, go ahead and reach out or have them reach out. We do not have to work through this alone. And remember that change is external and the transformation is internal. And you do have what it takes to connect with that inside of you. You really do. So I hope you've enjoyed this message. I hope it's got you thinking internally, externally, all the ways, and sending you lots of love and hugs. Your Life Lessons Guide, LeeLee. Have a great day. Cheers.